Welcome to TTV News with some latest events in Tay Ninh Province. The audience, a delegation of the Vietnam Unions of Science and Technologies Associations, led by Secretary of the Party Committee and President of the Vietnam Unions of Associations, recently has a meeting with the Standing Party Committee of Tay Ninh Province.
The meeting revolved around the content of leadership direction and development of knowledge workers in the province. According to the Provincial Party Committee's report, in the 2016-2020 period, the province has sent nearly 320 official civil servants and public employees to postgraduate training courses according to the planning, suitable to the job position and in line with the requirements of human resource development of units. Every year, the Union of Associations organizes a scientific forum in the form of a scientific conference and a talk show, build a network of experts, including scientific and technological intellectuals in and outside the province. Member of the Party Committee and General Secretary of the Vietnam Union Association Nguyễn Quý Chiến highly appreciated the locality for paying attention to the training of knowledge staff, creating conditions for the local intellectuals to promote their creative capacities to contribute to the province's socio-economic development. He also suggested the province to establish forums, clubs, etc. for intellectuals to express their opinions and views. It's also necessary to take action to connect and promote international cooperation activities in the future. Meanwhile, Mr. Phạm Hữu Duệ, member of the Party Committee, head of the Organization and Policy Department of the Vietnam Union of Associations, expressed hope that in the coming time, the Ninh leaders will pay more attention to the knowledge workers, identify science and technology as an important factor contributing to the development of life, economy, and society of the province, strengthen the ordering work for the knowledge workers, create conditions for them to contribute ideas, propose solutions and mechanisms for local development policies. As part of the meeting, the Ninh leaders proposed the government to direct relevant agencies to soon institutionalize the socio-political nature of the union, concerned about fostering professional training in consulting, criticism, and social assessment for the province, coordinate with the locality to organize seminars and talks to help the union and intellectuals have theoretical and practical information to fulfill their tasks and become more mature.
According to the Regional Construction Planning of Tay Ninh Province, with a vision to 2030, the locality is implementing a master plan on rural population development to create favorable conditions for the province's socio-economic growth.
The Ninh province has a total rural population of nearly 907,500 people, accounting for 84%. The population lives in cluster hamlets and neighborhoods. They live mainly on household economy, farms, family farms doing services and small trade. The population here is distributed into two main forms of linear and scattered settlements. The type of linear settlements is distributed along traffic axis, centers of communes, hamlets and residential clusters from 1,000 to 3,000 people, accounting for 50 to 70%. Meanwhile, the type of scattered settlements is mainly forestry and agricultural residential clusters, making up 20 to 25%. The Rural Population Development Master Plan of the Ninh Province focuses on the border residential areas. Because these areas are still facing many difficulties, the economic development is slow, spontaneous, and requires planning and rearrangement. To invest in welfare infrastructure to improve utilities for the whole community, improve environmental conditions, while implement the goals of rural industrialization and modernization, stable and sustainable development, as well as ensure the important task of maintaining national security and economic development. In order for OCOP products to develop and be popular with consumers, the Ninh province has been enhancing trade promotion activities connecting supply-demand for OCOP products, associated with special annual OCOP product fair programs related to national, regional, and local culture. Districts, towns, and cities are requested to review current policies and prioritize the application of issued policies on supporting production development, tourism development, science and technology, on agricultural and industrial extension, trade promotion, and startup programs for products participating in the OCOP program. The capitals for the implementation of the OCOP program are mainly socialization sources, including self-mobilized capital from enterprises, cooperatives, production households, preferential credit capital from the Bank for Social Policies, loans from other credit institutions, investment funds, enterprise development funds, cooperative development assistance funds, or funding from international organizations. Partially supported budget capital will include a budget to support the implementation of the National Target Program on building new rural areas for the 2021-2025 period. Capital for the course of science and technology, sources of agricultural and industrial extension, and integrated capital sources from the central and other localities. The Provincial People's Committee has approved the investment policy of 3 livestock projects with a total investment capital of 384 billion Vietnam dong. Currently, the big herd has reached 219,000 heads, up 11% over the same period last year. Prices of livestock products are relatively stable. On the 19th African swine fever outbreak appeared, with over 500 beasts caught. On have been controlled and 20 days have passed without a new outbreak. The provincial authorities have also issued disease-free certificates to 25 beef and chicken breeding facilities. The agricultural sector has appraised and gave timely and correct comments on 76 livestock development investment projects, of which there are 61 projects on raising swiftly, creating favorable conditions to attract investors to gradually convert to animal husbandry on an industrial, semi-industrial, and biosafety scale.
Turn to other news. To mark the Father Day and the Vietnamese Family Day, IGC Tay Ninh School organized a Family Day theme Road Together, Stay Together on June 18.
Nearly 300 students, parents, staff, and teachers participated in activities such as helping family with games of coloring statues, painting, English conversation exchange, healthy family with sports competitions such as tug of war, football, bowling, cultural performers, and also food stalls. For the purpose of creating a bond among families, parents, as well as school staff, we have organized a lot of activities to create many playgrounds about movement and physical, as well as about life skills, so that families always try to preserve their happiness, try to find many activities to bond with each other. The school will always accompany the students, and parents will always accompany their children to be able to further spread that happiness to every family. The festival is not only a useful playground for all IGC Tay Ninh School students, but also an experienced place for parents and teachers, with practical activities such as flower arranging and baking. IGC School created a very rewarding playground this summer for parents and students to interact to develop children's thinking ability. It can be seen that Family Day is a meaningful event helping families share happy and relaxing movements together in order to connect the feelings among family members and create a bond between the school and families.
The audience, taking care of spiritual life, health, supporting members with capital, guiding them how to do business, are especially activities of the multiple generation, have each other club of the Association of the Elderly. Here's our correspondent's report from Chau district.
Over the last time, these clubs have constantly grown both in quantity and quality in Chau district. It's initially effective, becoming a reliable place for many elderly and poor people in the area. The district has established 43 clubs with more than 1,950 members. They regularly propagate the guidelines and policies of the party, the laws of the state, organize cultural and artistic exchanges, support capital, provide guidance on farming. Our goal is to build one club for one commune each year. So by 2025, all branches will have such clubs. By that time, each branch, each hamlet will have their own club to help people and the elderly. The club operates on the capital contributed by its members. Up to now, the total amount of capital contributed to help each other is more than 2.4 billion Vietnam dong, helping over 278 members get loans to invest in farming, animal husbandry, and family economic development. Sungo is one of the localities where the motto multiple generations help each other club thrives, with 7 clubs consist of 320 members. The motto has basically brought very good economic efficiency. Typically, disadvantaged households supported with capital for livestock production operates very effectively. Our members can also participate in exchange activities with other clubs. Members are very confident in the activities of the clubs because it not only brings economic efficiency to their family, but also help them live a happy and healthy life. The performance of the club has helped to connect members together, support each other to improve the quality of life for the elderly, poor and near-poor households. As a member of the multiple generations help each other club in Hamlet 1 Sungo commune for over 4 years, Miss Hathidai, an 84-year-old woman, was facilitated by the club to borrow 15 million Vietnam dong to buy a breeding cow. Up to now, he has had 4 more cows. Life is also better. Thanks to the club's support, I can live a happy and healthy life with my children, supported with loans to have cows and fish. As for Mr. Vũ Đức Quang, residing in Hamlet 1 Sungo commune, he has working as a carpenter for many years. Due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, his family's carpentry workshop also faced many difficulties. As a member of the multi-generations help each other club, he was supported to borrow money to buy wood for the production of beds, cabinets, tables, and chairs. Since then, the economic conditions have developed and his family life has become more stable. I have joined the club for 4 years. The association also takes great care of my family as well as other members, help us borrow money to produce, develop family economy, and get a job to send our children to school. In the time to come, the representative board of Chau District Association of the Elderly will continue to replicate and promote the role of the multi-generations help each other club. At the same time, mobilize organizations, unions, businesses, and individuals in and outside the district to participate in building and supporting the club's activities to become increasingly effective.
That's all for today TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.